Hello everybody, I'm Bateswolf and welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls 3. We do find ourselves back in the painted world of Ariandel here, and I've really been enjoying your comments recently, guys. I've been taking notice of them. There's been a lot, so it is taking me a little longer than usual to get through them all. Right now it is it's the 19th of December, the evening of 19th of December, on Saturday. And we have seen this to be the right time to record some more episodes. I'm probably going to record this one and then maybe one or two more today after this, or at least certainly a couple more on Sunday after this one for sure. Been enjoying the comments, like I've been saying. There's been a lot coming in recently. It has been taking me a while to go through them all and whatnot, but trust me, I've been reading them, I've been taking notice, and I've been replying as quick as I possibly can. So lots of good conversation as well. It seems like there's quite a lot of thought-provoking topics. I responded to one today as well, particularly about the... in fact, it was for the last episode as well, regarding the multiphase thing on bosses and, a few topics like that were quite interesting that I saw. Nice to talk about. I answered with a big old message to the guy that commented, and I don't know, it was nice. There's been a lot of activity down there, so thank you very much, guys, for that. But alrighty, without rambling on too long here, we will not be fighting the boss again immediately. What we will be doing is we'll be going to the dancer's room, because you guys wanted me to continue, and I don't mind this. I don't mind a bit of input, as long as it wasn't spoiler related, which is good. I of course don't mind a bit of input as far as the playthrough goes and whatnot, as long as you're not straight up spoiling things for me, like I say. But you guys wanted me to check out something else first before I continued any further with the DLC, so as of right now, I will go to the dancer's room, and I believe there is a point around here, somewhere around here, that I will have to find where we can continue, and it was exactly the point which I was thinking of recently as well. I did actually mention recently that there was a couple of points where I kind of wanted to go back to explore this other area, and I didn't know where it was or where it was going, so it seems like this may be it, and you guys are kind of pointing me in the right direction as far as that's concerned. So hopefully I will, be able to find where we need to go here, and, clear out this other area in the quote-unquote main game, that's not part of the DLC. So we will certainly try and do that most definitely. So thank you guys for pointing this out, and like I said, I believe this was the one that I was thinking about, and I'm sure we'll soon see when I get to it. I'll no doubt recognize it, and then we can proceed down that path and see what we find. Alright, I do think this is a nice, neat little detail here as well. How you've got these guys up against the wall here, kind of, clambering to get inside. At least that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like, at least. After being on their pilgrimage, they've arrived to this cathedral, approaching the building that leads up to the Great Castle and the throne room. Obviously not here in the immediate vicinity, but, much further down this direction. So as they've walked along here on the pilgrimage, come through Vort's room, which they must have done to reach this point, come up here, and then maybe these walls were closed, or this door at least, and they were prevented from gaining access, maybe because of the knights as well, who knows. But anyway, moving on here, we will actually move up and try and find where this is. Let's take a look. I think it might be over this way. Potentially. Oh, there is something here. Doesn't open from this side. Okay, so maybe I need to find access to that, or, Once again, we do get that deathly scream there. Interesting stuff. Also, just to let you guys know, I know this is kind of a slow start, but that's totally fine in my opinion, I believe. Hopefully you guys agree. I did actually, well, let's turn that up. Why not, right? I did actually turn the sound effects down one touch, but that sounds just a touch quiet now. But on the recordings, I feel like the sound effects here might have been slightly too loud. I don't know, but we'll put it back to 4 there for now, and you guys can be the judge of that. You guys have total control over that as far as I'm concerned. I'd prefer you guys to pick that and not me, whatever's best for you. So we'll leave it at 4 for now because that's what we've been on, but if need be, I will knock it down to 3, and we'll see how that goes. So yeah, anyway, just thought I'd mention that because I did knock that down one just as I, came right back into the... Oh. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Just as I came right back into record, I should say. So anyway, let's take care of this guy. Enough of the conversation. I like how that provokes the enemy there when you move up the your shield. And you know what? I will be honest, guys. You guys will be glad to hear this, no doubt. I feel like I've been a little bit harsh on Dark Souls 3 in some stages. Now, I will have to withdraw a total final opinion, or withhold it, I should say, until I've completed the game, because that way I can gain, a better feel for things, and totally lay down my final opinion. But I will say, I feel like, and this is looking familiar. Yeah, this is it, guys. Thank you for the reminder, pointing me back down here. This is where we need to go. I remember it right now. This is the spot I was thinking of. You guys have reminded me on getting back to this place. So, hey, teamwork. Thank you. Let's go. Now we can take care of this business and move on to see what awaits us over here. But yeah, like I was saying there, I'll need to withhold my... oh, hello. I will need to withhold my final opinion until the very end, when I can... Oh yeah, shit, forgot it was poisonous. Until until I have completed the game, of course. But I will say, I do feel as though so far, I mean, not so far, don't get me wrong, I don't want it to seem too negative, because I have been very positive about quite a lot of aspects in the game, I feel like. But I'm just honest as well. Even if something's negative, I will tell you if, I react negatively towards it. And that was a quick death. So that's the general gist of things there. But yeah, I do also see that the more I play and the more I think about it, and trust me, it's been on my mind a lot recently, my whole feeling towards Souls and Dark Souls 3 and whatnot. I do feel as though I have been a little too harsh in some areas. Once again, I'll reiterate, by no means is it my favourite, and even when I get to the end of the game, I still can't see that being the case, because it's got quite a long way to claw back. But I've been too harsh in some stages, and I feel like it is better than I've made it out to be totally honest. And I'm sure you guys feeling rather proud hearing me say that, for sure. But once again, I will say not the best, but certainly not as, it's better than I've made out in some occasions. So I just wanted to, rectify that with you guys, to make sure you understood what I was getting at there. Okay. Man, this guy's rough. In fact, to be honest, I am kind of playing with one hand here. I know that sounds dumb, but I was working on sorting out the audio for myself, because I've had to change it back to the on my PC now as well, on my keyboard. So now that I've flicked it up again, so that I think it's all sorted now. But I'm just letting you know that's what I was doing there. Cathedral Night Gear, cool stuff. Now let's pull this back up for us. Yeah, the audio actually seems better for me there now, so I think... yeah, around about there, maybe? Yeah, that's all good. Good. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing there, because I'm not changing it for you guys. I'm just changing it for myself after the little switch in the settings, but we're all good to go again now. Ooh, alrighty. Let's get back down here, people. Consumed King's Garden. Let's go! The Consumed King. Esther Shard. Nice. The Consumed King. And his garden. Hey, steps. And I'm not talking about the group going back a couple of decades. Talking about steps leading down to this poisonous area here, people. Let's run over back to get our souls. Another reason that you guys were telling me to come back this way as well, and I've actually not responded to this comment yet, I don't believe, but I can talk about it anyway, just as proof that I am looking over what you guys are saying and reading it and whatnot. Way too early. You guys said, or one of you guys said, in fact I think it was you, Dagon. I know you're watching this, by the way. You said about, it might sound crazy, but you think it would be good for me to actually complete or, you know, get to the end of the quote-unquote main game before doing the DLC. So, and I think Sores might have backed this up as well. But, yeah, I think I will try and take a look at that. Oh, that one didn't look like it should have hit. But, nevertheless, whatever. I don't know why he decided to do that then. Is he going to heal again? Nope. Got him. Good. He said it might be crazy, but, you know, get to the end first before you do the second DLC, I think it was. And I guess we'll go along with that. I mean, I wouldn't normally see it that way, to be honest. You know, I see, like, the end of the game as, you know, you are meant to do that last. Technically, even though DLCs come out after, but you guys get what I'm saying. The end should be the end, and the DLCs can be done kind of at any point, if you want to look at it that way. But if you said it would be cool to get to the end of this before doing the DLCs, then, hey, I'm up to, you know, play along with you guys. And, oh, the shadow set, cool, and the claw, hey, that's awesome. I'm willing to, you know, humour you guys and go along with that for sure. This isn't going to work, right? No, of course not. I know why. No need to explain. But, yeah, I'm willing to go along with that. So, I'll do my best to make those chain of events roll and do it that way. And do the best I possibly can. But, yeah, we'll see how that goes. A key FromSoft item placement there, by the way, if you, and I'm not talking about the specifics of the item, I'm talking about the placement and the area. And with that, I mean they place an item in an area where it is super effective against what's in the area. For example, there, these firebombs are ripping apart these creatures with great fashion and success. Definitely one of their techniques. They often can give hints or, you know, give the players a little helping hand by doing things that way, which I always feel has been very cool. And don't get me wrong, it's not always been done. It's not always been the case. But, you know, they are renowned for doing things like that, which is very nice. So, nothing but positivity there. Okay, these guys get a little crazy, don't they? Ooh. Damn. Now, just with what's going on in front of me, I'm just not quite sure what my attack of opportunity is. So, yeah. I can't see even, like, understand what's going on. We'll chug twice. And you know what? There may actually be something back here. I don't think we're going to survive the onslaught from the poison action, so we're just gonna take this as an opportunity to look around in these areas. Yeah, hey, and there we go, Ring of Sacrifice, just to try and, you know, gather up everything we possibly can. I am liking the architect. This actually reminds me of it's funny, the first thing that comes to mind here is, oh, what's the area called in Dark Souls 2? It has been a while. Oh, the place, like, with a canyon, with that pig that you can lead all the way down to get the, I think you get the pickaxe from it. Like, literally one of the rarest things that you can possibly do in the Souls games. In fact, most of you guys may not even know what I'm talking about right now, because it is a freaking rare thing. I've only ever done it once, I believe. When you're in that place with all the spiders, where the spider boss is, and you know the part of the buildings are built into the structural canyon walls like this. That's the area it reminds me of. But anyway, the point that I'm on about with the pig is if you lead it all the way down, you can do something a little special with it. It'll eat the grass at the bottom. This is sounding totally nonsensical, but trust me, it'll eat the grass and it'll reveal an item for you. If I remember correctly, it has been yonks since I've... Oh no, don't get trapped. It's been yonks since I've looked at that, to be totally honest. But hopefully some of you guys actually have been lucky enough to know what that is. If not, hey, I'm always happy to help. Oh man, look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Dark Souls 2 pig sequence. I don't know. The Dark Souls 2 pig might not even solve it, to be honest. I'm just trying to think what you could possibly type in. How can I not remember the name of the area? Oh my god. It's been too long since I've played Dark Souls 2. That spider boss, where you kill it and then you go beyond it into the next room and then you fight Vengal. It's in that area, but before that area, with all the spiders, like I say. We are so freaking dead. It's in that area. I'm sure I've been descriptive enough, or you know, alluded to the point I'm trying to make well enough, to the point where some of you guys know what I'm talking about at least. So enjoy that little secret tidbit thing. And there we go, that's as far as we made it. I don't know, I was still taking my time there. You know, deaths to me in the game don't really matter all that much. And we can just run on back there, so no big deal. I kind of have a feeling that's going to open up the door that's locked. That can't open from this side, quote-unquote. But we'll see. I know that was a little rambly there as well about the pig and Dark Souls 2, but probably the rarest thing that can occur. It's got to be, right? There is a lot of obscure things in Souls, but that pig is a good shout. For freaking sure. Also that ominous wailing. It's like a... One of the key moments like that in these games, which I consider to be... You're not getting over here, dude. Which I consider to be really iconic when it comes to hearing an enemy in the distance. Like that in the Souls games, is definitely in Bloodborne when you're climbing up the ladders and you hear the Cleric Beast. That is freaking awesome. The scream as well, just the sound of its scream is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I guess that's a little reminiscent of that. A sign of what's to come, maybe? I don't know, who knows? I mean, I guess you guys do if you've played the game, of course, but we'll see soon enough. Right now, though, I just want to get right back over there and see what's going on. But yeah, my point about this, the architecture moulded into the wall like that, and the style of building, very reminiscent of what I was talking about in that area in Dark Souls 2. There it is. And I really enjoy that style, by the way. I think it looks really nice. Okay, let's pull that lever, bring this back down here. And then we shall continue up yonder and see. Also, considering it is Saturday, I will be watching another boxing match tonight. You know, I do enjoy talking about... Should I jump down there? Yeah, let's do it. You know, I enjoy talking about a few other things outside of... Ooh, can actually move on this way. Hey, there's a few different paths where we can go here. Dragon Scale Ring, what's that? But yeah, you know I enjoy talking about a few other things as well, apart from the game sometimes. And another boxing match tonight. I didn't end up watching, you know, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, but I might watch this one tonight with Canelo and Smith. We'll see. Anyway, this ring's intriguing me. Let's see what it is. Reduces damage from backstabs. Hey, I wonder if a lot of people are using that in PvP. to stop them getting absolutely rolled by, you know, unnameable rings that can take advantage of that. Interesting. Ring of Oceiros, former king of Lothric. Okay, maybe that's the you know, what was this area called? The Sunken King's Kingdom? Or something along those lines. Maybe that's the king that it's talking about then. Reduces damage from backstabs. In his later years, Oceiros became fascinated with dragons. After going mad, he was more commonly known as the Consumed King. Consumed King, that's it. Not Sunken King, that's a Dark Souls 2 DLC, right? Many assassins were dispatched to his domain, but none returned. The Consumed King ascribed his resilience to the divine protection of the dragon scale. Very fitting that that is the function of the ring, for sure. Reduces damage from backstabs, aka a king that has a lot of, you know, assailants coming after him, aka getting backstabbed and, you know, possibly killed in that way. This ring prevents it. Very cool. I like how that the actual functionality fits in with the description and the lore there. Oh, hello, buddy. Get on down there. Oh. Hello? Oh, okay. He's alive. We should be able to get back on there, right? Yoink. There we go. Yeah, I just kind of feel like I want to go back up that path where I was heading there. Before... Oh, no, this isn't going to be... Before I head on to where I died. Hey, let's do it. I think we make that. Good. Alright, now let's yonk this lift back down and let's see. You know what, as well? I think a tier list for the Souls games and a bit of a talk and discussion is warranted at some point soon. Of course, I want to finish Dark Souls 3 first. And then maybe we can have the talk and we'll see how that goes. I wouldn't say it's a necessity that the remake of Demon's Souls needs to be played before that. I don't think it's necessary. That the first game is, you know, suffice enough. But I guess maybe I will do that first as well, in addition to, you know, some of the Bloodborne DLC. Maybe we'll beat the Bloodborne DLC. Maybe we'll leave that video for way off in the future, and we can, you know, come back to it later on to have a good old talk about it, and we can discuss, deliberate about what. Whoa! We don't want to die again here. We can discuss and see what's going on with the whole tier list things. I mean, they don't always need to be ranked. It's not, you know, necessary. You can enjoy them all, and see them for what they are anyway. I guess they don't need to be ranked. But I sometimes, I'll be honest, I do love a good... For fuck's sake, man. I do love a good list, so we may very well end up doing that. Now that we took care of that guy, he was a little pesky one, right? Alright, so let's take care of this other one. And these two guys up here, actually. I wonder why they're glowing as well. That is quite interesting. Okie dokie. Yeah, I do like a good bit of a list, and I don't know. I think a tier list for the Souls games would be good. And don't get me wrong, none of them will be bad. Like I'll even say that about, you know, Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 2. I don't think they're... You know, you guys may already understand my opinions on it, but they may change the moral play. So we'll see. But regardless, they are... None of them are going to be bad. I'd just like to... I'd probably put them in a bit of an order. And I'll have more of a clear mind for that once they're all complete, of course. And so then I think we could take a look at doing a video like that. I think that would be cool. And we can break them down a little bit. I mean, I could talk about them all for hours and hours. I seriously could. They mean a hell of a lot to me. But, you know, we're probably not going to exactly do that. But we can have a little bit of a chat about each one, and I'll go into some reasoning and whatnot and explain why. But, yeah, we're probably not going to be going on it for hours, because I could probably create an hour per, you know, an hour per game of why it is where it is and what's good and what's bad about it and all that stuff. So yeah, it'll be longish, I think, but won't be hours. Anyway, moving on. Let me know if you feel like that would be a good take. Anyway, a good idea for a video. I personally think it'd be pretty fun. Or even boss tier lists, you know, like with favourite bosses and whatnot. Liar ahead. Okay, I bet someone was trying to tell someone that this was an illusory wall. Nope. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. In addition to the boss tier lists as well and whatnot. I think that would be... Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah. We're in trouble now. I wonder if this actually works it. No. Okay. I mean, we didn't have an exact time to try, but you know, like sometimes when you invade someone and there's not enough space to fit through a gap, you know, beyond the enemy. I was wondering if it would let me ghost through him there, but probably not. I guess that wouldn't really make sense due to the fact that he's an enemy in our world and not a phantom, you know, or, you know, a presence in another world. So probably not. Okie dokie. But yeah, I feel like those videos could be kind of fun. So let me know what you guys think about that. I think it'd be a good time. Alright. Bunch of these guys jumping down from above there. Look at that ceiling. And it turns out, yeah, that of course was the shortcut as well. So we can quickly get back over in this direction here and make that sweet. Awesome. Back to where we were. We'll grab our souls as well, and then we'll get taking a look at what awaits further ahead. You see those guys creeping back over there, sneaking away. Okay, another thing as well that just came to my mind about that. Sekiro, man. It's not a Souls game. It's just not. To be honest as well, okay, people may... People are going to say, well, it is in my opinion, but it's just kind of not, though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that takes away from anything in, you know, to do with that game. Granted, I've never played it. It doesn't necessarily look like my kind of thing, and that's not why I'm saying it's not a Souls game, but I don't know, we've had this talk in the past a little bit as well, but it's just not, though. Like, that's like saying any game that FromSoft's made is a Souls game. You know, it's too different and too separate to be considered as such, in my opinion. And like, once again, as I will say, I'm respectful of other people's opinions. I am happy to often, you know, listen to them and discuss. I always think that's fun. I think varying opinions is a good thing. Hey, there's our friend that we were with earlier. I think varying opinions are really, really good. They're always a great thing. But Sekiro is just like not a Souls game, though. Oh, come on, though. That would have been a little annoying had we died to that. Hold up. Ah! Jesus. I just don't... the reason I'm moving back here is because I'm a little bit scared of the guy that was stood up there. It's the spells, man. Okay, you know what? I'll just do it. Get me into a boss fight. What is that noise, though? Okay.
You ignorant slaves. Finally taken notice, have you? Of the power of my beloved Ocelot, child of dragons. Well, I will not give him up. For he is all that I have.
Welcome everybody to the love child of Abritus, daughter of the Cosmos and Seath the Scalers. Definitely their kid. 100% their child. Absolute combination, man. I mean, I am making a little bit of fun here, but tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, I'll call you a liar. How about that? Oh my god. Seriously though, what the hell is that thing? That is creepy and strange and ugly as hell. What the heck is this creature? This monstrous creature.
Dear little Ocelot, where have you gone? Are you hiding from me? Come out. Come out. Don't be afraid. You were born a child of dragons. What could you possibly fear?
Who the heck is Ocelot?
Now, show yourself, Ocelot. My dear little Ocelot.
I can hear a baby crying somewhere. Is it its child? I think Ocelot's his child. Well, this is Oceiros, the consumed king. My god. Crazy, freaky creature. Oh my god, he's angry again. And by again, I mean for the first time. What the heck was that? Dark spin. This guy's like a... Oh, not too much, not too close. Thank you. Oh, is he looking for the baby at the same time there? Could that be what those scrambling moves are? I love how I'm trying to depict this boss's character and reason for its actions and lore as opposed to fighting the guy. Seriously. Back kicked. That is why you never stand behind wild animals on four legs. Ooh, don't want to roll into that. Well, we avoided the main portion of the attack, so that's okay. Having flashbacks from Nurgo's wet nurse as well right now because of the crying, man, the crying. And don't get me wrong, I'm not likening that boss fight to this or anything like that. They are totally separate, totally unique, but man, it is making me think of that. Ooh, that nearly got us. No. Chill out, dude. Doing okay here, boys. Boys and girls. Did we get him? Heir of the fire destroyed, soul of the consumed Oceiros, ember restored. Hey, that was a cool fight. Gotta say, visually, cool as hell creature. Cool as hell creature. Fun fight. I kind of like the... To be honest, I really like the dynamic of that fight. Fresh. That's how I describe it, fresh. Sure, he had a little, like, 0.5 stage where he flicked up to something else. You know, gained a couple of extra abilities, but he seemed kind of, you know, instead of a massive dramatic change in the fight, it's just a little change. He felt really fresh, and sometimes less is more. This is what I was saying in the comments in the previous video. You don't always need a Super Saiyan second stage or third stage. Just create a boss, make it interesting, give it various elements, make it fun, and it's fine. It's fine, and that was a refreshing fight in my opinion. I really enjoyed that. Very, very nice. Very nice. And don't get me wrong, like, it's probably best that I you know, that you referred to my previous, to my comment on the last video. I might even pin it on this video. In fact, I will, and that'll be my take on the hopefully I don't forget to do that, by the way, and that'll be my take on the what's it called, multi-stages in fights, you know, various stages. And basically I can give you a little bit of a taste of it right now while we sit at the bonfire. I might as well explain it. I won't add it to the notes here, and by that I mean I won't pin it to the video. My basic take is, you know, like and you know what, I feel like after defeating the boss, this will be a good time to kind of discuss this. Livix on the last episode commented that he didn't agree with me about the multi-phase argument. It was the only thing about it was one of the best things about Dark Souls 3, and I am referring to a picture here that I did put on Twitter because I was asking for people's advice and, you know, well, not advice but opinions on what they thought. But here we go, I'll lay it out. He says that he didn't agree with me about what I said in episode. It was one of the episodes going back, I think it was 66, when I was talking about the multi-phase boss fights. He says, I don't agree with the multi-phases argument that I had. It was one of the best things about Dark Souls 3 and something that was lacking in previous games. Bosses with one phase have 2 limited attack patterns. Now, I responded to this, and it's fair enough, we've all got different opinions. I totally respect and understand that. You know, and that's totally cool. Like I said earlier on, it's fine, different opinions are cool. But I express in my reply a more, you know, broken down written version of my take on multi-phase boss fights, and in response to his comment. So what I put down here is, we can agree to disagree, of course, but I stand by my current opinion. The whole point of, and in quotation marks, bosses with one phase have 2 limited attack patterns, close quotation marks, doesn't really fly with me, because it is the developer's job to make the fight interesting and well designed. So if they're unable to do that in a single phase boss fight, then that's lack of creativity on their part. That's just how I feel. And then I continue, and it is quite a big message, by the way. Don't get me wrong though, I really love the multi-phase stuff with Fried and Father, in addition to some of the other fights, which is true, as I've said in the videos. Though I'm just not a fan of this method being used too often, as I feel as though it detaches from the freshness and special feeling it can add to some fights. I also feel as though a single phase can add positively to a boss fight. In my opinion, it can make it appear more fleshed out and focused, and then in brackets, less can be more. And I think this fight that we've just had is a decent example of it. Although it did seem like he did switch up a little bit, but you get the point, right? You understand what point I'm making, and you know, you can use the Demon Fire Sage for it, for example, as well. So, you know, things like that. So you understand the point that I'm making anyway. Additionally, in some occasions, some single phase. In some occasions, a single phase can encapsulate how you would envisage a particular boss to actually be, and I think the demon bosses, like the one that crumbled on the bridge, are a good example for this. And you can use others, and I'm not familiar enough for Dark Souls 3 to think through all the bosses that we've fought and come up with another example. So I might pick one from another game, but we'll use a demon on the bridge, for example, in Dark Souls 3 to add to the point that I've just made there, and that is that I envisage a demon, the stray demon like that, that's just wandering around. That is how I would see that boss to be. Just a demon, plain, raw, single phase, because it is what it is. It's a creature. It's just a creature. It's not gonna, you know, reach to the stars from magic and then bring something down and, you know, do a backflip and you know, all this stuff in another boss phase. Another example, I'll just use Dark Souls 1 for an example here as well. Taurus demon, just bare bones, a demon, beast, aggressive. It just is what it is. That is the creature. That's how it acts. That's how I would envisage that thing to actually act. Do you guys see what I'm saying there? That's what I'm trying to make sense, you know, put across. Whereas Ornstein and Smough makes sense to have a couple of stages. In Dark Souls 3, I think Sister Fried and Father Ariandel, it kind of works, you know what I mean? Some boss fights it works, some it can take away a little bit. So there's the examples that I'm putting down here, even though don't do that in the comment through, you know, because I didn't want to necessarily write a book, but I think I put across a lot of my argument quite well here. And then the last sentence is, nevertheless, I really appreciate your comment, mate. Very thought-provoking indeed. Sorry my response is a tad big, but I'm passionate about these games. Smiley face. And of course you guys know that to be true. So that's my take anyway. So you know what? Let's have this in the comments right now. No arguing or anything like that. I respect that guy's comment, as I would hope that he, you know, respects mine. I've not received a reply yet. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think of that. And I feel like that was a good way to end the video there, capping off with a boss win. Very fun fight. I actually really enjoyed that one. Interesting. I wonder what the lore take is on this guy. I mean, I can speculate about a couple of things, but interesting. We might read his soul next episode. Interesting about Ocelot as well. Wondering what that is. So nice to finish up with the boss fight there, and of course this topic of multi-phases in boss fights. Let me know what you think, boys and girls. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Matt, otherwise known as Beta Wolf, and I shall see you guys in the next one.